Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Invited this
Get your ass on, boy.
Okay, so we are back for another video. So I've seen a lot of comments comparing King's Echo with VHL, with Cav. So I decided to make one. This video is not gonna be like DPS comparison only. I'm gonna show you the ultras as well, how they are useful to things. Okay, so first off, we're gonna start with the actual DPS of them. So I prepared a weapon. So it's gonna be Valiance, Vainglory, and Numa. So if it's going to be like physical, I'm gonna change it to Anima. Okay, so for King's Echo, I'm just gonna spam my skills. I'm not going to use Spore because I wanna do as much damage as I can. And we don't use pot here. We just use the raw stats of the class. I turned on animation because I wanna see the animations for every class. Since this is not ultra, I think we can. And we're dealing 17k, 18k. So looking good so far. But this thing doesn't have sustain. So keep that in mind. If you use Spore, I think if you use Spore, we're gonna lose some damage. No, like not damage. Like we're gonna lose more mana. Okay, there we go with BHL. Same build. I'm just gonna go with 2 for 3. Yeah, and then I'll just 5 when it's open. So that's gonna be my combo for BHL. I never really use BHL, so if my combo is wrong, then call me out. But so far, that's what I found with the class. Also, the skill 4 restriction. If you're taking so much damage, you cannot use skill 4. So you'll see me use 2-3 at some point. But for now, we're just spamming the 2-4-3. And then I use 5 when it's open. So we're doing 12k. Nothing crazy. Because we don't have damage tag and pots. So I think it's gonna go higher if we have pots. Okay, we got Cab. This is Cab. The same build again, but with Anima. And let's see the damage. Okay, my Cab is pretty slow because Cab needs like ping. So I really don't like Cab, but I have to use it most of the time because Cab is just too good for the debuffs, and I don't know, sometimes I'm lazy to use Chrono. So whenever I go from Deimos, right? I finish Deimos and then I want to move somewhere like 7 circles. I'll just straight up Cap instead of using Chrono because you got some debuffs that you want. Or go Frozen Layer. Yeah, this class is so great for debuffs and lifesteal and some defense. Yeah, it's really tanky. So we did 13k and 48 seconds. Okay, so this is the result. So King's Echo with 18.7k DPS. And then second is Cab with 13.8k DPS. And then Boyd Highlord with 30.4k DPS. So King's Echo takes the top here. So first one, I'm gonna start with Cab with the hardest hitting boss in the game. So LichLord, I think is one of the hardest hitting boss. So I'm gonna try and solo it with Cab. So we didn't pot here, and we used Dauntless and Penitence. So with Penitence, you're gonna receive less damage from him. But so far, he's just missing. So I feel like the defense didn't matter. So far, we're not taking any damage. The skill 3 debuff is just too good, bro. Oh, that was the first time we take a damage. So 2000 damage. So we didn't really need Penitence because of the miss. Okay, this is King's Echo. I don't think we can survive here. We can only survive for 2 seconds, and then if we don't have the thing up, we're just gonna die. But we'll see. Okay, I'm still alive somehow. Somehow it's missing me. Okay, he got me there. So yeah, you need the skill 4 a lot. Okay, this BHL.
There's no way, there's no way, there's no way. Say, swear to God.
Bill collector is not happy with blood.
Okay, let's bring it here instead. Uh, the beast doesn't deal that much, so I think we can go without even Penny. We don't need Penny here. I think we can survive. Look, we survived the initial damage. So yeah, the beast doesn't hit hard. And then for the other one, which is the King's Echo, I'm gonna try soloing like um let's say Desolate. Yeah. So we're doing 14k. I went Ravens here because I'm not pressing 4. So we're doing 16k. It's gonna build up later. So it's 17 now. We don't wanna click 4 because I think that would kill us if we do. So I'm gonna stick with 2-3 since we're soloing. Using 2 makes you tanky. So you receive 50% less damage. But it didn't work in LichLord, so too bad. Okay, we're doing 19k now. Okay, so we did 20k overall without pots. Okay, this time I went in Desolate and I'm going to try soloing it with King's Echo because I believe Desolate doesn't hit hard like the Beast. So we're gonna try it here and I'm just gonna pass forward to see the result, right? Okay, so we did 46k overall. Okay, so for soloing, hard hit, Cab takes the first place because we got defense and some debuff, like miss debuff, and you get 60% defense from skill 4. And then we got Void Highlord. It cannot tank the LichLord, so I put it in second place. And then King's Echo cannot survive. So only for 2 seconds against LichLord. But you can use it in like Desolate. And the class doesn't give like miss chance to the boss or any debuff except taunt. So not really good for solo if you're fighting hard hit. Okay, so we are in Deimos and we're gonna try Cab here with this build. Dauntless and Penitence because we wanna get less damage. And I'm gonna go Pele for pot. And then let's see. I normally use Cab here when I do Deimos. And it's working pretty well. But sometimes I die because of the damage RNG and my auto RNG. So I'm telling you, this is not my first try. I died earlier. Yeah, let's be real. So this is the time I kill it. And we can also look at the DPS. So we're doing 13k. And yeah, so far we're doing okay. The hard part is when he gets the safeguard. We cannot break it. Even with Draveness, you cannot break it alone. So we have to fight him again with his like berserk state. That thing hurts. That is the scary part of this boss. Okay, so this is the part when we need the RNG with auto attacks and the skill 2. We need to heal on time. Otherwise, we just die. So look at that. I need my HP up to 4k, like a lot. Okay, I'm gonna pass forward because it's taking too long. Okay, so it's dead. We did it in 216. Next, we're learning BHL with Ravenous. Yeah, because I don't like Dauntless here. So that will be my build. So I'm just gonna use 2-3 a lot. I'm not going to use skill 4 because I don't want to accidentally kill myself. I ran Penitence too, so we receive less damage from him. And yeah, we cannot get healed because we get decay at some point. And sometimes yeah, there's a room that we get like little hot. So it's a great bonus on phase 2 after the shield. So let's pass forward. Okay, this is second phase. And look how I use the class here. I don't really use skill 2 that much. And I wait for my HP to be full and then I use 2. So I'm pretty much looping the haste here. And then I get bonus heal from the hot when the decay fades. So I feel like BHL is better class for this boss. Because when I did it, it's pretty chill. Unlike Cab. In Cab, I was like panicking the entire time. Like, I need to heal, I need to heal. And then this one is pretty chill. So we did it faster. 3 seconds faster. And then King's Echo, don't bother, bro. I did try it, but it's not gonna work. Dauntless is pretty bad with this class. So yeah, look, I'm just dead. Okay, so in Deimos, Highlord takes the top spot because it was easier to use. And then Chaos Avenger is good too, but sometimes you might die because of the RNG. When I say RNG, if you have like high ping, so sometimes it's laggy, right? And then your auto will not respond. So that makes you lose mana, like not get any mana from your auto attack. So that's why I mentioned earlier that this is not my first try. And then King's Echo, don't even bother. Yeah, it's just gonna die. So let's move on. Okay, so we are in Ultras right now. And honestly, BHL, it's just damage. Okay? Because BHL doesn't provide any debuffs to the team. So it's only haste down and hit chance. And you don't even need hit chance in Ultra. I don't know where, but you don't need. So overall, BHL is just for damage, just DPS. And there's so many options already. Okay, so we are showcasing King's Echo now. So King's Echo can be so versatile because you have the option to taunt or to just do damage. So right now we're doing 150,000, like crazy compared to BHL. And I'm not using my skill port here because I don't want to interrupt the taunt. So that's why Cab kinda lose to King's Echo because Cab can only be used in like Dage because of the hit chance miss. And you got some defense so you can tank Dage longer. And the sit for Cab, it can do some damage here and there like Drago, but you can still use other DPS. Like yeah, King's Echo. King's Echo can reach it while taunting it. And then King's Echo in speaker is god tier. So back then we used Cab for 2-man taunt. I don't have a footage of that because I didn't record any, but we did it like back then. But now we got King's Echo. King's Echo can take every truth without dying. So we receive 0 damage here. And it works a lot in situation that you need to block taunts. Like example, you're fighting Champion Drakat, solo taunt with speedrun team. They use that a lot. And yeah, it's crazy that they can do all of that. The class can do all of that without like problems. So Cab kind of falls off with the taunting case in speaker. So yeah, we have two King's Echo now for 2 month on. This is good for newbies too. So you have two newbies with you. You can just tell them to like AP and LR and do not taunt. So you just the two taunters is only Lu and King Seko, and then call it a day. Just kill it like very quickly. Okay, so here's the result. So King's Echo takes the first place because you can use it like everywhere you want. You can choose if you want to taunt or not. You have the control of that. And you can be DPS while being a taunter. So, which is crazy. And then we got Cab. Cab is only usable in some ultras like Dage, um, Drago. I don't know if you can use it in Nulgat because in Nulgat it's pretty weird to taunt there because your taunt is 4 seconds only. So I don't know. And then you can use it in Drakat, yeah, with the normal comp. And then BHL, it's just a BHL. It's just DPS. Nothing we can say with BHL. So I think that's about it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.